What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to Millennial Gameplay. Last time on Final Fantasy 12, we teamed up with former Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg, who was imprisoned for kingslaying and brother slaying and betraying everybody. But he says that's not what it was. He said he had a twin brother, and I believe it. Off screen, as you may have noticed by friends now having her first quickening, I did a few things with the licenses and decided we were ready to continue onward. I can't remember which direction. South. I also should mention last time we started down the Barheim Passage, which we're going to continue down this time, killing all sorts of things like mimics and bombs and dessert. And for some reason, more bats. Because you can never have too many bats whenever bats are the only thing you've seen up until this point. Oh, and one thing I should mention. Bosch actually does gain a level whenever he gets his equipment. And it makes him substantially more powerful. I didn't do any off-screen grinding. I only went through the menus and the licensing stuff that I needed to do. Alright. Nice. Alright, now everybody's around the level that they should be at, actually. I wonder what level the enemies are at, actually. I haven't been paying any attention to that this whole time. Yay, I think something we already have. Let's find out. Yep. Just gotta love this game giving me all these useful items. Oh, that is actually useful. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone who can use it at the moment. And if I do things to plan, I won't have anyone who can use it for quite a while. So, boo to that. By the time I actually get to use that, it'll probably be useless. You better surrender now. No, that's not going to be the title of this episode. Although the puns will continue, I don't think it'll be the title this time. So, these surrenders down here actually serve a really interesting purpose. They show you that there's the map is never, or is not always true to game. Like, there are some walkable paths that you can use that betray the map. Unfortunately, there's not a treasure chest down here. Sometimes there is, and it can have some really cool stuff in it. But guess no such luck this time around. Nothing down there. This should be the last of the batteries. I wonder if silence stops it from using, like, discharge. I know it doesn't stop leech. But I feel like they haven't been using discharge in a while. Oh, well. Alright. And now we come to the end of the Barheim Passage, as noted by this one tiny room with a save crystal in it. I'm not going to bother using it. I literally just saved it like a few moments ago. And then, yeah, I wonder if we're going to have a boss. And now we come across the Mimic Queen. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and try to steal from it. And it does have a unique breed of enemy with it. So be sure to get your fill of killing. Ah, not a rust. That's unfortunate. The tiny batteries do not serve much of a problem, because you'll probably have killed the boss far before the whole charge thing becomes a problem. I'm going to go ahead and kill them because there's literally no point in not. I believe they even have an entry in the bestiary. Breath of Life, which, yeah, whenever she uses that, it gives birth to more tiny batteries. Yeah, let me check. No, it doesn't look like it. Never mind then. I guess it just falls under that tiny mimic. But let's go ahead and, since we're fighting a new boss, use Fran's new attack. The Feral Strike.
I never miss. I never miss.
Oh, we're getting lucky with this one.
Please.
My regards.
Button mash. Always just the greatest mechanic for any, you know, chaining attacks. Mashing buttons.
I never miss.
My regards.
Like, I have a stance, if you'd believe it, for mashing buttons with this. Although, considering I only have 2 people with abilities and they only have the 1, the chain's bound to not go far. Should be enough to kick this thing fast, though.
To think Dalmascan air could taste so sweet.
Where are we? The Estes Sand, by the look of it. Let's back to Rabanasta before we shrivel up. By your leave, Captain.
Yes, the hour of my return is already over late. The people may hate me, but that does not free me of my charge.
Alright, with this quick view of the map, you can see that the way back to Rabanastre is to the south. However, I have something else in mind. First, if you want, you can save it. That wasn't a difficult boss fight, so I'm not even going to bother doing that now. I'm just going to use it as a heal up and move on. Alright, so you won't find much more than wolves, cockatrice, and cactus out here in the Estes Sand as of right now. unless you go really far out of your way. But instead of going south like the map showed us back to where we want to be, I'm going to go north instead. There's something up there that I want to take care of. And I don't really want to bother fighting anything, so I'm just going to flee the whole way there. And I haven't used it in a while. Let's use fast mode, just to show you how much quicker walking from point A to point B can be in this enhanced version of Final Fantasy XII. I already missed my turn. There we go. Out here in the Ester Sand, there's actually a tiny village, just to the north, the South Bank Village. And, as the name implies, there is actually a North Bank Village. Unfortunately for us, we can't exactly go to the North Bank Village right now. Closed off until further notice. So yeah, this guy here, he sells Blizzard apparently. That's cool. It'll work perfectly for me selling all this stuff off though. Alright, from all our troubles, we managed to score 9,000 gil. But no new Bazaar goods opened up. We're still at just a Forgotten Grimoire of item there. Alright, now you may notice that the real reason I came up here is there is a teleport crystal up here, which means that we'd have to walk a much shorter distance all the way back to Rabanastre just by doing that.
I thank you.
I'd avoid crowds if I were you. In this town, you're still a traitor, you know.
The Resistance will surely find me soon. Fate's will, we meet again. I would pay my respects to your brother.
You're a fugitive now, too. Stay low for a while.
What about the stone?
Do as you like. That stone's ill-favored.
We feel regret. We sought that stone and found ourselves only worry.
You offering it?
It's mine.
Then why'd you ask? Our regards to your girl.
We stay in Rabanastre a while.
What do you think? Can I trust Bosch? I gotta get rid of this thing. But maybe I should show it to Penelo first, so she knows I got something. She'd be at Miguel's place this time of day.
Alright, so we lose Balthier and Fran for a little bit. So one thing I want to mention is, by teleporting all the way back to Rabanastre, that cutscene actually takes place in a different spot from normal intentions. You'll see in the background the Giza Plains instead of the entrance to the Ester Sand. So it's a cool little tidbit. What's this little guy? Oh yeah, the Moogling. So we don't have to walk all over the place anymore. Why bother doing that whenever we have teleportation? We're just getting all over the place through teleportation right now. Closest place is the Sand Sea. Alright, so instead of going straight to where the story wants us to, there's one thing I want to pick up first. Over back by the Clan Hall, it's been a while since we've been in Rabanastre, so surely there's something that we may have done by now that will have gained us a few bits and baubles. Although I don't think there's going to be any new hunts for a little bit, because we still have to go far enough in the story for the game to let us be like, okay, here, have some side quests. And this time, instead of ignoring literally all those cool people that I said are here, let's talk to a few, like Mondet here. What are you looking at? This ain't no place for children. Him, he's an exception. His parents were both hunters, and they were friends of mine to boot. That is, until they set out on a hunt for this one most notorious. But I'll avenge him. Be sure of it. I've been keeping an ear to the ground, listening for any sign of that mark ever since. That's what this place is all about. A deadly serious business. Not to be taken lightly here. Or Bonset. New member, are ya? Name's Bonset. I'm a hunter here in Clan Control. Pleased to meet you. Not much to him. Just a couple of regular old clan members. More regular old clan members. Yeah, okay, I guess there's really only like 4 or 5 interesting people. Yes, what is it you need? I'm Kian, a hunter of Clan Centuria. To know my boundaries did I join the clan. It is a wellspring of information about powerful beings. I have no idea what to do. A new clan member? I am Muck and Roll. A pleasure, I'm sure. Unlike our other members, I cannot participate in hunts. My specialty lies in the collection of information. If you have a question about one of your marks, ask. I will tell you what I know. I forgot what voice I gave Mont Blanc. How fares the hunt, Kupo? I remembered. Kupo, you're a hedge knight already. You've been burning the midnight oil, Kupo. Clan Centuria knows how to treat its hard-working members, Kupo. Here's a reward for your accomplishments. 2 warp and 2 teleports. Here you defeated a pack of flans. Impressive, Kupo. The Ravenastor Common Council send you this with their compliments. Presented in recognition of labors undertaken to lessen the dangers of the Garam South Waterway. Ravenastor Common Council. 150 gil. Also defeated the Fire Main, did you? Impressive, Kupo. The Ravenastor Healers Covent send you this with their compliments. Awarded for the collection of samples to be used in study of certain intractable maladies. Ravenastor's Healers Covent, whatever. You defeated the Mimic Queen too. You've been busy, Kupo. A young lady has sent you this with her compliments. For proving that my dad was innocent and was in prison, you know, but I was innocent. Okay, I said was innocent twice. Fuck me. 300 gil. Oh, there are new. Okay, I guess, alright, we've got the Giza Plains. You'll sign on to the hunt? Excellent. I'm counting on you, Kupo. Remember, I'm just an intermediary. You'll have to speak to the petitioner in person if you want to know the details that confirms the contract. Now then, let me tell you where this petitioner might be found, Kupo. Good luck hunting your mark, Kupo. Each kill you make wins you greater renown within the guild. How fares the hunt, Kupo? The rock toys. It's a bit early for this one, so I'll go ahead and pick it up now. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you I'm not going to do this until we're just a bit further in the story. Like, there's some things I want to take care of story-wise first before I go about taking down the rock toys. Not that the rock toys is, you know, the most intimidating mark, but I don't really want to be, like, throwing everything out there at once. I want to save some side quests for just messing around. Although, let's first get our affairs in order. One thing I want to check is, now that we're a hedge knight, we should be able to buy some new things from the clan shop out in the bazaar. Alright, let's see what he's got. Nope, still just decoy and oil. Well, I'll go ahead and pick up decoy since I'm here. Nothing much there. Alright. I love how we had 10,000 gil exactly. Like, shit hardly ever lines up exactly like that for me, so that's just beautiful. Now then, time to head over to Miguelo's place. I'll meet you guys there. Alright, here we are.
Vaughn, is it really you? I heard you got took off to Nalbina.
The Imperials will need more than a dungeon to stop me.
You broke out of a dungeon? Whoa.
Hey, try and keep it down, would ya? Penelo isn't around, is she? Out on a delivery, maybe?
Nope, haven't seen her all day. Not like her to up and skip out on work like that. Miguelo's not here either. He went running off somewhere a little while ago.
So much for my big welcome. Guess everybody's busy.
I got my hands full watching the shop, and old Dallin had something for me to do, but I can't get away.
Old Dallin, huh? Tell you what, I'll go see him for you.
Really?
Well, nothing better to do.
Awesome. Alright, let's move on. Gotta love that invisible hand guiding you through the story. Also great, now we have to go back to the old creepy old guy and his coven of orphans. Ugh. And I'm not looking forward to, attempting that incredibly racist Indian accent again. I'm not going to talk to him outside of cutscenes, so he can... So, no, I ain't doing it. It's just awkward.
Well, well, look who we have here. Heard you were sent off to Nalpina.
And I got out of there as fast as I could. But it was all worth it, Down. Here, look at this.
My, quite a treasure you've got there.
Well, I couldn't have done it without your help.
So, there is more to this gutter churl than first meets the eye. Van, I've an errand, a simple favor to beg of you. I was going to ask that kites to go, but I should think that you ought to do. No, I think you're just the one. There's a fellow by the name of Azalas, and I need you to bring this sword to him.
That's a sword of the old order.
Speak my name when you arrive. That should be enough to get you in to see him. I've made a note on your map showing you where he can be found. Mind you, you are to deliver the sword to him personally.
I will. Hey, Down, do you think I could get you to do something for me? I need you to find out where Penelo is. I wanted to show her what I got from the palace, but I haven't been able to find her anywhere. Can you let me know if you hear anything?
You can just leave that to me.
Thanks, Dallin.
And so it is done. But will it be enough to remind him of what the Order once meant?
And now we got the Sword of the Old Order. Which is just a fancy way of saying that really cool sword that Bosch used in the part where we were playing as Rex. Alright, so he did say he made note of it on your map, and if you look, it's just over there. I'm going to go ahead and cross over on the left here. I like going through this little circle, it's cool. I enjoy it. Ooh, free stuff. Yay, antidotes. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting. Like, you're not gonna find a legendary sword sitting around in a chest in some sewers. I'm supposed to deliver something to a man of name of Azalas. This is the place, right? And who was it that told you that? Old Dallin. He said I had to give this to him personally. There's nothing good past that, Dallin. He has ears in every wall. Alright, get inside, but not a word of what you see or hear in there. You got that?
Then what do you make of Andor's proclamation? Are you suggesting they fooled even the Marquis?
What if a judge killed the king, not the captain? That would explain everything, wouldn't it?
In that case, the captain would be brother to a judge. How are we to trust such a man?
Now there is the Bosch that I remember.
Then will you fight again at my side?
His word alone convinces me of nothing.
I'd take his word over that of a mouthpiece Marquis.
Then you name Rex liar with him.
My brother was no liar!
Just the opposite. Rex was the witness they needed. They had to make it appear as if I killed the king. Rex bears no blame. The fates have willed it.
So this is Rex's brother. Your words may convince a child such as this, but they weigh far too lightly on the scales for my taste. Our past will remain separate.
Do you not think Amalia worth saving?
I hold men's lives in my hands. I must see foes in every shadow. The night we moved against Vayne, he knew. I will not chance such disadvantage again. I must treat you as I would Ondor, as I would treat any abettor of the Empire.
Then what will you do? Hold me here in chains? Some things never change, do they?
Listen to me, Bosch. Your cage may have no bars, but it is a cage. The eyes of the Resistance watch unblinking.
Let them watch. I know something of cages.
That's right. Amalia's in the Resistance.
Then you know her.
Sorta. We met just before we got sent to Nalbina. I've known nicer people.
Our paths keep crossing, yours and mine. It's more than coincidence.
It's annoying.
I'm sorry. Allow me one last annoyance, a favor to ask. I want you to take me to Balthier. Even caged birds need wings.
This makes us even.
Even?
For Nalbina. We couldn't have done it without you.
Okay, can I just say that Bosch delivers that line so perfectly. It is so cool. Like, I know something of cages. Like, I've been in the cage for 2 years, bitch. Do you honestly think that I'm not gonna be, like, the world's most, like, familiar with cages person? Alright, so right off the bat, I think everybody could guess immediately what I'm gonna do with Bosch. Like, he is so a knight. Like, oh my goodness. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him that. I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead to the part where I've already, completed the license board. Catch you then. Alright, and we're back. I went ahead and got Bosch some extra health here and there, and a few choice weapons, armor. And of course I went ahead, and since he starts out with so much LP, as soon as you get him, went ahead and grabbed his first quickening as well. So now, the question becomes, where on Earth, or I guess where in Rabanastre, is Carmen Sandiego? The answer to that is, he's a sky pirate, and he wants to hang out, so where would you think a fucking sky pirate would be? He's in a bar. He's at the Sand Sea. Come on. Spoilers. Yeah, there's no real direction to it except for this cutscene.
A lot of kids lost their parents in the war. Mine had already died before that. The plague took them both.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
It's okay. It's been 5 years now. After that, I lived with my friend Pinello and her family. Then the war came.
I am sorry.
You don't have to keep apologizing. Really, it's all right. I know it wasn't your fault. I see that now. You didn't kill my brother. It was the Empire. My brother trusted you. And he was right.
Alright. Now we can head into the bar. That's your only real tell. I think you can like talk to old Dallin or something like that to ask where he is. Real quick before we head to where that is. Okay, let's grab a few more hunts. I'm just gonna grab them now, and then I'll do the other stuff later. Again, I don't intend to do hunts just yet. I intend to grab them while I can, but I don't intend to do them right now because there's a lot of story stuff that I want to get through first before I start doing hunts left and right. So yeah, and here they are.
As I said, a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? What I am understanding is they took Pinello because of you.
What? What about Pinello?
Oh, Vaughn. They've taken Pinello. And there was a note for this Balthier. Come to the Museum of Mines, it said.
It's Begamnon. He was in Albina.
If anything were to happen to that sweet child, why, I've her parents' memory to consider. You're going to go to her aid, and that's that. That's what you Sky Pirates do, isn't it?
I don't respond well to orders. You do know that the Imperial fleet is massing at Bujerba?
Fine, then I'll go. You at least have an airship, don't you? Just get me there and I'll find Pinello myself.
I'll join you.
Huh?
I have some business there as well.
An audience with the Marquis, by chance?
Balthier, just take us, and this is yours.
The guards are toying with us.
Make yourselves ready. We leave soon.
Right.
Yay, we got our buddies back. Alright, so he says we'll leave at once, and blah 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 blah. And I think that'll just about do it for this episode. I'll catch you guys next time.